Rolling, we're back again. Bill's race review episode. We're not sure. Hixpania this time. This was a few weeks on from Poland. The last time. Oh, I forgot. If you haven't known, we sell merch, and I've got another piece of merch. This is actually my favourite. Gets better every time I look. Anyway, we'll go in with this one. It looks good once we go. Looking at that, he's done very well there. This was me visionary for this latest set of merch. Can you see that, Edward? Happy enough? So obviously, this is the one we've got on now. The Billy's World. This originated actually from Roxanne's head, to be fair. And then we'll do an Instagram post actually, I reckon, linking them each, because that one obviously is the long sleeve. This is the logo that's on the hat. This is the t-shirt. This is the hoodie. There's a couple more that's going to be on the next drop. But that's actually very good. I forgot I did that in the I was sat in that just over there, sketching them up one day. Very well done. You've knocked us off my train of thought now, Edward. Don't need to worry about getting going. We'll bang a couple of mid-rolls in for it. It's December, man. We're cashing in. It's got to be near Christmas by the time this one comes out. So I hope you're all feeling very festive. You've got yourself a box of celebrations and you're just pigging out. I'm definitely going to be by this time of the year. Right, Hixpania. We're not going to do... Yeah, Hixpania. We'll waffle a bit more at the end. So, let's go. So this is qualifying, I'm guessing. Yeah, we did one lap of this at a Super Enduro track for qualifying, to qualify for the next day, which we did a 5-hour race, which qualifies you to start in the cave. So you only actually need to be in the top 10 for the fucking last day. A lot of qualifying goes on at the races this year. But anyway, we'll not worry about that. This is qualifying. Super Enduro. Wasn't happy with my performance on that turn and that log. I did still win qualifying, so I can't complain too much, but that log and that turn really pissed us off. Far too wide. And dropped the front on the other side of the log. But redeemed it. This line here, just after this jump into these rocks. Back wheel. Oh, bad boy. And that should have went inside here. Especially because I cased the jump. That is probably another half a second I've just lost. But I'm good at that. Bill's alright at Super Enduro, isn't he? Not to worry. Go on the back wheel. Through the pits. Hooligan. Oh, he hasn't even turns it in between the tent. This is good. The full back behind the scenes bits there. Do you bob it on the stand as well? Oh, he bobs it on the stand as well. I've enjoyed that. Stick it in neutral for the mechanic. Any aspiring riders out there, you want to get bloody put your bike in neutral when you finish.
Half a second.
Oh, that's not good enough. Oh, look like a right dick there. Anyway, we're running into the cave. Start of the final day. It all goes tip. What a fucking start to the race. Is it really necessary? Oh, if you've not seen any other videos of that run to the cave, go and find some, because you can't even see all the carnage that went on my GoPro there. But anyway, we're out the cave. Out the cave in second behind Wade. So this race is 2 hour, I think, multi-lap. It's about, might be 2.5. Might be 2, not sure. Multi-lap race. It's about a 12-minute lap, I think. Super technical, and it had rained pretty heavy. That was a bad line choice by me. It rained super heavy the night before and the morning of the race, so we're all set off kind of... It'd been dry, bone dry all week when we'd walked the track. So we're all kind of set off, not really knowing what to expect, how slippy it was going to be. That was a good line. Keeps you straight, we're going over the bridge. Set off not knowing how slippy it was going to be for the race, for the main track. And there we go, Bill's stuck. What am I doing? Oh, he's stuck again. Honestly, the way I rode for the first 2 laps of this race, it astounds me that I got back to second. Well, I only dropped back to fourth, I think, or fifth maybe. No, yeah, fourth. But for 2 laps, I was fucking atrocious. I just couldn't get any grip whatsoever. I actually came into the pits. Is that on here? But we get limited to what we get sent on GoPro, by the way. I'll just add that. If you think, why am I missing stuff out that I'm talking about? Why do you never see the finish line? Usually the GoPro doesn't last. The battery doesn't last. So this was probably the hardest bit of the track. It wasn't really that hard. It was just one line and difficult for the back markers and stuff. So it always creates kind of chaos. A bit stupid to put it in, really, in my opinion. Kind of stops the race from flowing like it should. It doesn't really achieve it right a lot because it's... Oh, getting a bit angry again. Oh dear. Obviously we're in a race, and I knew the current leader will have been getting the riders moved out of his way a lot faster than me, which was probably the main reason of frustration. Bit of evidence to support that came out as well, but we'll not worry about that. The job was done in the end. Oh. But yeah, as you can imagine, that's why I'm not particularly a bit of fan of that bit of track. It's in every year, and I just think it's stupid that it's such a close race. We're battling so hard, so intense, and then we're kind of in the hands of how the back markers fall, which obviously isn't their fault. There we are, nearing the end of the lap now. Nope. Not entirely sure what lap this is. Difficult to work out when it's a multi-lap race, really, because that many things happen. About to pass the pits. Maybe his pit board or signal might let me know what lap we're on. Oh, missed the passing of the pits. Look, the day before race basically races all the way around that lake, which is massive. It's not my most enjoyable race because I think it's a bit stupid how fast it is. It's a bit dangerous, but it's also quite a cool place to do a race, to be honest. It's just a bit annoying that it's been the same for the last 3 times we've been, but it is a cool place to do a race. And we're back in the main arena now. There was no spectators allowed this year, which was a shame because the spectators at this race usually go crazy. This whole quarry, on all the banks, like that bank on the left-hand side, is usually just full of people. The bit on the flat at the bottom is just absolutely brimmed full of people usually. But sadly, there was no spectators this year. I think quite a few of them managed to sneak in, which is... I'm not in favour of. You should abide the rules of COVID. Coming up to Johnny. I'm guessing this is quite late on when I was lapping... Johnny obviously had his difficulties at this race. And then excluded and then reinstated, which I am in favour for. I think that is definitely the right decision. Did I say thank you there for letting us pass? I usually do say thank you, by the way. That was a good line. It's hard to tell. It was so slippy. And then it started to rain again, actually. I think about this time of the point of the race. This was the hardest bit. That was probably the worst I did it the whole day, actually. Oh, there we go, my mate Jim. In his hand. That on that big stew. That was that. If you watch the vlog, he was on that line what Johnny cut the tree down for. That I said that was a pointless line. I didn't actually use it because I thought it was too difficult. But yeah, you're struggling to get a grasp of the lack of traction, but there was a significant lack of traction. That's why we were making such hard work of it. In the dry, I think we could have went straight up there. That would have been a cool line to try and do, but it was just so slippy. There we go. Yeah, the whole way around just kind of plodding. Oh! Fucking hell, just killed someone in the crowd. I'm sorry. This next bit was kind of looking the race back was where I lost it really. Alfredo was going straight up, which I tried. I did a couple of laps and then I had 2 massive crashes. There was one of them, there's on a few of the Red Bull highlight videos. 2 huge crashes, got so lucky my bike didn't break really. Trying to go straight up, so I started to go that other line which was a bit safer, but I think looking back I should have really been hitting that straight up line to try and catch Alfredo, which I still almost did on the end. On the last lap it was within a fanny's hair at one point, but fucked up the hill. I don't think it'll be on the GoPro, that'll be dead by then, but it fucked up the grassy hill, which I actually just went up before. I should have mentioned it when I was there. Anyway, I didn't. Life will go on. This was kind of the get your breath back bit of the track before we go down onto that other bit by the river. Probably say stand in a minute if it doesn't cut. I'm not sure who that was. That wasn't a team member. That was just a fan. But here we are. I've actually got that coat that he's wearing. Bought it from Berkshire a few years ago. That was one of my favourite coats. I think my fucking sister's nicked it off us now, that blue and purple one. I actually even thought that in my head when this guy got a bit angry because the tape got down and everyone started to take the piss a bit and go out the line and get a bigger runner. But this is obviously after that. But to be honest, I might contradict. No, it was actually just as easy. I'd say it was probably easier. In fact, it went easier staying in the tape. So the few laps I went out, I didn't even get it as good as that. So there you go. Karma. This step was quite tricky. Is this the one lap I didn't make it? Oh no! Oh fuck! I came into the pits and wound my power valve in just to settle my bike down a bit, and the second half of the race was when I kind of started to find my floor, started to pull a gear higher and just really ride smooth. And I'm guessing this is that point because I'm pretty impressed with myself here. See, the tape wasn't lasting long. The weather conditions were so bad, but you have to be respectful of where the intended direction of the track was. Just. I'm going to pass Stan here. What wisdom did he have to tell us this lap? Could you make out what he said there? 2 minutes. 2 minutes behind at this point. I think I got it down to within 30 seconds at one point in the last lap. And I had a hero line on a big downhill on the downhill before the finish line. Oh, that's the end. That's the second race that rubber bits come off the throttle. That obviously must be due to crashing. I need to stop doing that. Poland was the same. What else can I tell you off this picture? I like to run the donuts on the inside of my grips because you can see I hold on and squash the... I don't even know what that bit of the grip's called. The vertical bit. I squash that. The kill switch is pointing higher than the start button so you don't knock it and turn your bike off by mistake with your shoulders when you're pushing your bike. I like my kill switch wire and starter button wires to be on my clutch and brake hose. I like my handlebars to be clear. But if you're a subscriber of the channel and you've watched how to set up your 300 for hard enduro, you'll already know all this. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it now. Don't skip the adverts. What was I actually saying? I had a hero line for the downhill if I was within touching distance of Alfredo. But sadly, I fucked the hill up before I got there, so I didn't get a chance to win. But again, was second in the end. And this put me 3 points ahead of Manny going into the last round, which we're not going to film the Bill's reaction to the... Well, I forgot what I was going. Bill's race reaction to the last round. Now we're going to get Tommy in because Tommy actually came and watched it, as you probably know by now. So we're going to get his thoughts, what he was thinking on the side of the track at this time. We're going to film that probably some point next week. So that'll be the last one. And that will be definitely out over the Christmas time, I'd imagine, because that'll be the last one to come out. So anyway, hope you're all doing fantastic. Staying warm. Buy your ride nutrition if you're going to go racing or whatever. I would highly recommend it. You're going to be so oxygenated. You're never going to beat road so fast in your life. You're going to have no arm pump. It's going to be wonderful. Buy merch. Buy keks. Anything else? Merry Christmas. The keks should be out by now. It's been on... The customs are fucking the job up, aren't they? Customs are being... I wasn't going to say the word. I'll not say the word I was about to say, but bet you can guess what it was. It should be out by now. The new patterns, new prints, loads of shit going on. Merry Christmas. Hope you're all doing wonderful. See you in the next one.